Welcome traders, welcome to my live trading room. This is where I trade systems such as day trading, swing trading, and the Four Horsemen. If you want to know how I trade each of those systems, I do have links below on the tutorials. So I place trades in the beginning of Tokyo session, in the beginning of the week. I post videos about 3 to 5 times each week. And if you want to know, again, if you want to know more about those systems, the link is in the description below. So I want to go ahead and get in. Right now is 4:45 p.m. on Tuesday, the 15th of December, 2020. And let's go ahead and take a look at the stats of where we're at currently. This is my Four Horsemen, the equity curve. And this is last month's stats for the swing trading and day trading. This is our Four Horsemen in more detail here. The equity curve is our day trade right here. We're in a little bit of a drawdown currently right now. Our floating is we have quite a bit in profit in floating right now. Is my swing trades and a little bit of drawdown that we're going through at the moment. All this right here, all this red is this little bit right inside here. So you know, small losses, big wins. That's the name of the game. So if you're interested in what we do here, let's go. Okay, so we did have the close of the New York session about an hour and 45 minutes ago. And so let's go ahead and go over what we have in floating right now. I do have a few pending orders that's in play, and we'll just go ahead and go over those. I do have a pending order right here for the Euro USD. I did have a trade set up way back here. I had a trade set up over here that was on the central pivot, and this is my first attempt at the Australian US dollar. And we did have a trade set up back in here that was on the central pivot. I have one trade that's in right now that we took right here for a long, and reaching this take profit zone calls for this midpoint right here for a pending order, and I do have my profit target right up in this zone, right up in here. Similar situation, we did have the trade set up for the pound yen on top of central pivot. My pending order is right in the mid zone here, and I do have my take profits right up in here. I do have a trade that's in already right here. I do have reduced risk on all of my trades. I moved my stop up there, moved my stop here. Okay, and all these stops are at break even right now for my euro. I do have a trade that's on right now for the CAD yen in here, and I have a secondary one in here. I do have a reduced risk stop on that one as well. We do have the down pivots for both the Australian yen and the euro yen, and we don't trade the USD CAD. That's where we're at right now as far as the day trading goes. And we'll just go ahead and take it into the Four Horsemen. We had been going through that drawdown for a little while now. We're sitting in just the slightest bit of profit right now on the Australian yen, and I do have to come down to central pivot so that way I can reduce risk and move down my stop. I already have all my pending orders for take profit in right now. And that's our update. We'll see you in a couple seconds with more updates. Just had a long trigger for the Euro USD. That one is order number 8575. All right, it is 6:30 p.m. on the 15th, and we just got triggered for the Australian US dollar.
Speaking out, the euros or everybody else?
This is going to be order number 1350. Okay, so now I have 3 trades that I need to have move up so I can reduce risk on. We'll check them out right here. These are my new ones right in here. Okay. Yep, there they are, the 2 new trades right there. And I still have 3 in pending. Alright, a little late night update. I just had a CAD yen trigger. It's 8578. Good morning. It's 1:30 a.m. and I am waking up to the alerts, so I need to take off my pending order. Here, delete, and let's take it to the whites. Okay, so we're still holding tight on the pound yen. And let's see here. This might be a trade setup here for the euro yen, so let me set that up. Okay. All right, so okay, so we're still in on the AUD USD. So I think we took all the euro profits. So everything euro's gone. And pound dollar's gone. Euro. So yeah, the only things that I have left right now are those 2, and in a pending order for the pound yen. Okay. And can I reduce risk for the Australian yen? Check that here. Not yet. I'm going to leave it. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag this on over here. And let's see where we left off. Okay, so we left off. So this is the new ones. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up our. So day trade. All right, so 8578 is the CAD yen.
Day trade alert. Day trade alert.
Okay, and then the other one's also the CAD yen, 0401. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so now we're getting into, so 1, 2, that's those two. This one right here was an old swing trade. 5787. Okay. All right. So these two are red. All right. So now we're into this guy right here, which is 80013 is the pound dollar. Next one is the Euro USD 4339. Okay. Next one is the Euro USD 4339. Okay, the next one is the Euro USD 8575. Okay, and the next one is the Euro USD 0522. is 908. Okay, so there's all my green. Very good. And then we still have outstandings. Alright, so I just have my alert. Let's see here. Let's get this guy back on over where he belongs. Alright, so taking a look here real quick. We're still on the Australian yen. And let's move this back on over. Well, let's take a look at the floating here real quick. We still have a couple more. We have the last two stragglers hanging in there, but we cleared them out. Yeah, this was the last. I'm pretty sure this is the last hurrah. But look at this, man. The wick came exactly. Not to say it's over, but look at like right at the weekly take profit. Right at the weekly take profit for the pound dollar. Now, just tagged us out. Like right there. Yeah, we still have this guy going on. He's making his way up there. Hasn't even hit R1 yet. So yeah, he's got a path ahead of him here. Still got all this to do. Yep. So well, we'll just track him along the way. And Euro just kind of popped right on up there. Yeah, I was debating. This was the great debate for me yesterday, and watch it even go up more too. But either I get out here or here. This was okay. So this right here is my M5, and this is my R2. And I remember I left, I think, at least one right here, but yeah, I didn't want to take the chance because I was so fully loaded. I mean, I was in here, right? I was in here. I was in here. Yeah, Thursday and Friday. And then we had the bounce, and then we had this, and then we had this, and then we had this, right? So, I mean, we were like all fully loaded on this. And, I didn't want this to, the greed right here, this small amount right here of greed. I didn't want to pay the price on all these guys right here. So, I took it right where this confluenced with this right here. And we did. We got taken out and a little bit more. All right, so there we are on that. And I'm interested. This looks very technical to me. This is kind of what I was expecting. The last raw type of deal. You know what? Let's go ahead and mark off the Australian yen as well. It was kind of like the last hurrah, and then you still had these profit targets that needed to get hit, and a little bit of the behavioral finance of Wall Street is like, okay, we still need to hit these targets. Let's just get it done. So you knew that pop right on up there was going to happen. That extra little oomph to get us home, and now they're done. So. Yeah, from what now it's just going to be retail traders. If it continues up, it's just going to be retail traders not realizing that that this hit the take profit for the month and for the week and for the day, all three zones at the same time, and they're just buying right into there's going to be no big money behind it. So that's where we are. The pound yen still has a ways to go on that. my stop loss here on the pound yen. We did make it a higher high. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, look at that. Like, doesn't get any better, right? Right there, right on the pip, we got taken out. That long wick. This wick right here, when it goes right here, and we got like I set my target like right below the weekly pivot, right at R1. So it's perfect. We had that conversation yesterday about making so many trades, and sometimes your stops gets hit by the pip, or your take profit gets hit by the pip. Okay, anyways, that's where we currently are. Yeah, that's where we currently are. Just double checking everything. Okay. All right. You got my coffee. Got my bull market beef shirt on. Thank you, Dad, for that present. Figured I'd break it out during our bull market, or at least at the end of the bull market. Okay. I was taking a look at this. You know, I love cup and handles. They're fun. They're my favorite bullish chart pattern. And man, this is such a beauty right here. Beauty cup and handle right there. We even had like a little mini one within one right here. Yeah, love those cup and handles. Yeah, I was looking yesterday because we kind of had like this thing going on. I'm like, oh yeah, we're heading up. This is like a little mini. I tend to want to see like at least quarter the size, like about a quarter of the size of the original cup for the handle. These little mini ones though, you can't ignore those. You have the big cup right here and like this little mini. Sometimes you get like a double mini, like a W right here. Even it shows up over here. This one's a little bit more choppy, like a little double. Yeah, fun little thing. You don't see them too often though. Not enough to make it like a something to actively back test and get numbers for. But basically, what you want to do is the theory behind it is from the top to the bottom, and then you throw that back up there, and that's your target. But I like pivots a lot better for targets. A little nuance. Now, these are brand new stats going into FX Blue, and I really like this risk chart. Again, this is only 2 weeks worth of data, so we had that big drawdown. And the drawdown was for 2.8% was the drawdown. And so that was all those losses in a row. That was a 2.8% drawdown. But I like this chart because it shows me that according to just the past 2 weeks with all of the drawdown that we had, if we were to continue trading forever, we have a 35.9% chance of a 10% drawdown, and a 12.9% chance of a 20% drawdown, and it starts really falling off from there. So we only have a 0.6% chance of a 50% drawdown. Again, after we have more data pumping in here, I think these numbers are going to improve even more. We'll probably only have maybe like a 10% chance of a 10% drawdown. Again, these are all new new stats going in here, so the numbers are a bit skewed. Scatter plot. So yeah, we still have a long ways to go, and then I have my FX book as well. These are just two weeks worth of data going in there with the big drawdown. You can see we entered right away into the drawdown. Let's take a look at the four horsemen. Yeah, I still need to hit that central pivot. Not much movement. I want to point something else out while I'm looking at this and starting to wake up a little bit more. Talking about chart patterns, that's something I used to trade in the beginning, and you just don't get them clean enough, often enough, and you end up just searching for them with your eyes. But this one is quite an obvious one right here. Really tight. This is a wedge in an uptrend. Yeah, that big uptrend, and then we wedged really tight, getting really tight. So what would be nice is if we can get something like this on it. I don't know if it's too late, but hey, you know, it falls within the trading system. This in itself is a trade setup on the, I think it's the central pivot, and then we get something like this that's you know, falls within my trading setup. But it also gathers all these retail traders who trade chart patterns in forex. These chart patterns right here work really well in crypto, because most of crypto is retail traders. So you get the big surge up, and then you get the consolidation into wedges, triangles, you know, all these type of tight consolidations, and then the big breakout. But you rarely see these type of chart patterns play out in forex. So yeah, interesting to see that. But yeah, we're right here right now. So I want to see us break above, and then we'll start looking at taking longs. All right, it's 3:47 a.m. Just taking a quick look at the markets right now. It looks like we might be throwing a flag in here for the Euro USD. Again, this is a risky zone because it's in every take profits in the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. But you know, even then, the retail traders might just keep taking it up. That's kind of what the institutions want, because they're shorting it as it's coming up. Short. So we still might see a little bit of more of a move up. Look at the CAD yen just tanking. The CAD dollar recovering quite a bit. We're still below the central pivot on the euro yen, and it looks like we're double topping right near central pivot for the Australian yen. And so far we're heading back into remaining in this wedge formation. Again, this is a trade setup here, right here on the Confluence full pivots charts. So that's something that we can keep an eye on and see if we get that breakout and retest of the central pivot. Still kind of at this resistance right here with this cup and handle formation on the Aussie dollar, and we're still the yen is still kind of strong a little bit. You know, you can see the strength here in the yen. This is a lot of this is a CAD move, but it still affects the yen pairs. You can kind of see that strength in the yen right there. So even though the pound is bullish, it's not as bullish as the pound dollar. So that's where we're at right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Four Horsemen. I don't really have too many more trade setups. I mean, we pretty much did what we had to do. See, this is the differential in the CAD right now, because both the euro was heading up and the USD CAD was heading up as well. You can see the differential there, right at M2. Heading all the way up to take profit zone. Just taking a quick look here at Bitcoin. Made a pretty big move. We are right now in resistance, or at least the sell zone. Yeah, a little bit of, yeah, it is resistance. Right up in here. This is all-time high, so we're really close right now to the all-time high. We are in the take profit zone for the week. We are in the sell M3 for the month. We are in the profit taking zone for the day. So interested to see what we're going to do here. Also, I have, see, I'm saying like Bitcoin likes to consolidate. We have this triangle right here that's going on. It's kind of something a little bit more like this right here. So it can still kind of make another dive down and then something like that. What I'm kind of expecting is for Bitcoin to come back down, then come up, and then come up, and then do one of these type of deals where it takes out the high and it takes out the low, consolidates and continues. This is the 4-hour chart. Kind of expecting something like that. Yeah. So we'll see. Interesting right now is we are at we're really close to all-time high. We've been up, oh yeah, here, yeah, we're really close to all-time high. Bitcoin doesn't really respect pivots as much as Forex does, though. It's more of a consolidation pattern, consolidation breakout type of trading. But we're only about $115 away from 20,000. We've never broken 20,000. Expect some funkiness going on at this level. Again, this is my 1-minute chart, and then up here is my 15-minute chart. Up here is my 1-hour chart, and all the way to the left here is my 4-hour chart. But you can definitely expect some funky price movement right here. Look at that. right at the aggressive profit taking zone for the day. You can see it right there. Wicked right up to it. And that matches with the all-time high as well, right there. We'll see if we can break that. We'll see if we sell off from here or if we can break that level. Look how perfect this is. Reached the take profit, buy it here, took the profit again. Almost gave us another chance. This is if we trade the day trading system with Bitcoin. With the spread, may or may not have gotten that one, because remember, once we reach this zone right here, and then this would have been the take profit for today, we would have been out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll bring you back if anything happens. Oh yeah, look at that. Look, yep. That thing's coming down. As predicted. Starting to see that volume coming in. It's amazing. It's amazing how well these pivots work. Even something in crypto where people aren't using pivots to trade crypto. But still, you know, it's a mathematical formula that just, you know, it works. Take a look here, showing a rejection from the daily central pivot right here on the euro yen. We'll see if this level holds as support. All right, here we go. We're getting movement here on the pound yen. Very good. Still have a little ways to go until price target. Got some good 4:43 a.m. So it's nice to see it move at towards the end of the hour. I want to see a nice big full body candle, not much wick at the top. Looking good there. Nice breakout. Hopefully we don't get a long wick at the top. There's nothing really else to discuss. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick and see how we rejected from that take profit zone, if at all. Oh, there we go. Okay, and 4:49 a.m. Looks like the possibility that the support is holding for euro yen, so we'll see if we can do something like this if this support holds right here. Again, really nice candle, full body close on the pound dollar or pound yen. Let's go ahead and take a look at that in the bigger chart. Really nice full body close. Yeah, we're 2/3 of our way to target. Let's take a look at that on the full pivots and see how far away we are from the weekly target. Okay, yeah, plenty room, plenty. Yeah, plenty of room. We have a couple of targets on there, I think. Try and keep them together. All right. Yeah, plenty of room there. Yeah, you can see how the Euro USD is just perfectly reached both their targets, daily and weekly. And pound USD reaching both of its targets. The weekly is right here. That's where we took profit, is right here. And this is the daily right above it in that purple color. So very good. We're done for the rest of the week on these guys. Now we just need the Australian to continue, and we need the pound yen to continue. And if we can get something new out of the Australian yen and the euro yen, and CAD yen is just long gone. This is my M2 right here, so yeah, it's long gone. That's where we're at right now. Yeah, like I was saying yesterday, I don't know if it's in this video or yesterday's video, but when we did this right here, the same time that the yen came down and stopped me out of my long position, I was looking at, let's go ahead and enlarge this here real quick. So we see, we had this happening right here during the New York session, and I was saying that, you know, because we were hitting this resistance here and we had failed on this wick to break higher after this trade setup happened, that once we came up and we were pushing up and we kept getting rejected from these wicks right here, I was saying at this point right here that if we cannot break above higher and we move down, that's extremely bearish. But if we are able to break back above and find the central pivot as support, then all of these stops that were placed above here are going to get hit and stopped out. And that's exactly what happened, and it propelled us all the way up to the weekly target. This stuff happens over and over again. That's what this move is right here. It's, you know, especially see that right there, that wick. That's where we bought it at also. It's all predictable. You know, it's either we're going down and we're going to take our tight stops that we have, or it's gonna you know, bulls are gonna win and it's gonna hit everybody else's stops, and we're gonna take a much larger profit on our trades. So it's just law of odds. The rule of odds is what we are playing here. Built-in risk management, and you have a you take enough trades over a period of time, and you're going to come out with the exact same ratio. All right, take you back on over to Bitcoin. Making another run for that resistance. we break that 20,000 level, we'll want to see a lot of volume come in. And you can tell, you don't need the volume indicator. You can just tell by how price is oscillating back and forth. You can see the volume coming in. But if it just comes up and it just kind of sits there and it doesn't, then typically that's a fake out. You don't need volume on your charts to tell you price action volume. You can just see it. Because right now there's not too much volume. This is not the breakout volume. As far as right now goes, I mean things can change, but as far as right now goes, that's not breakout volume. It's just sitting there. I'll take you back if anything else happens. All right. About $150 away from 20,000. Here we go. So we're about $130 away from 20,000. Here we go, getting closer. Oh boy, here we go, here we go. Oh. Oh, here comes the volume. A little bit of volume coming in. A little bit of volume. Okay, we're so close. Oh boy. Oh. That's why you don't trade at these levels. About $100 away. Yep, about $100 away. There we go. Another push. See if we can make another high. Here we go. Oh. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go. Yep. Pushing, pushing, pushing. I'd rather see more volume. It's making probes. It's making probes at that 20,000. But I'd rather see more volume there. It just wasn't enough for a true breakout for me. But, you know, I might be wrong. It is crypto. Got the New York open in about a half an hour. It's 5:30 now. You know, I always find funny is when I watch these prices over here just go ballistic. You're like, oh, what? 20 to 89 to 14. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause this here, and it looks like we're just kind of running out of volume at the moment. Yeah, we're getting a decent move on the pound yen right now. Pound yen being the crypto of Forex. Most volatile Forex currency pair. Kind of looks a little bit like Bitcoin right now. Has the same tails at the end of it. Right here. Following the 21 exponential nicely. Nice tails down here. Reversal tails look very good. Very nice tail right here too. Tails, tails, tails. Nice long wick right here. Beautiful. Right off the 55. Still got a little ways to go till price target. There we go again. Bitcoin. About 100 away from 20,000. It's never hit 20,000 before. This will be the first time ever. Came pretty close, I think last month. Came within like $30 of it. Okay, let's see, here we go again. All right. That was a big order right there. That was a big order. Yeah, you can see here at the tails on this one. Right here at the 55, bouncing off the buy level. Beautiful, beautiful. Same thing down here. Beautiful, beautiful price action. Really nice. Lovely. We're about $85 away. Here we go. Here we go. Here's a push. About $70 away. Somebody just took profit. One person takes profit, kind of leads a cascading effect where others start taking profit. There you go. See, others start taking profit right there. Oh, look at that spread just go crazy. Starting to get more volume in here now. See that wick right there? You have a wick to the bottom and a wick to the top. It's like a pole dancer. This body right here is just climbing the pole, sliding down the pole, climbing up the pole, sliding down the pole. That's the way I see it. Look, it's just a golden pole dancer. So you see that pole dancer going a little bit more crazy. That's more volume coming in. I don't trade Bitcoin. I own Bitcoin. I invested in Bitcoin. So, I don't trade Bitcoin. It's you have to wait too long for a lot of times for these breakouts to occur, and when they do occur, they happen very quickly. So I like something that's more consistent, that I can be in front of my computer, and at a particular time I know that markets are going to do something, and it's a consistent flow. Like the Forex is just a flow. It's not a consolidation for a long period of time and then a sharp breakout. So, that's why I prefer to trade Forex. But I like to watch crypto move when it does move. It's very exciting. It's very thrilling. But the majority of the time, crypto is very boring. It's moving sideways, very consolidated. It's a hurry up and wait type of thing to trade. But I bought in when it was low, and before all the hype, back when people were still selling it off, and we were making dips, buying up all the dips a little bit at a time, dollar cost averaging in, preparing for the new market cycle that we're seeing now. There we go. The pound yen's looking very nice. Riding that 21. You can see it just riding that 21 really nice. I don't know if you can see that on my chart. I have a thin red line right in here. You can just see it riding that 21 very nicely. And I would like for it to come up to these. Typically, whenever you have a high, and a high like this, it will go to the mid zone. It'll find resistance. It will like spike up and then pull back to test this high. So it will come up and it'll spike up real quick and it'll pull back to test this high. So if it pulls back down, that's usually the zone. So it'll come up, spike up, and then come back down. Or if it's a continuation, it'll come up, spike up, find it as support, and then continue on. So that's why I have, that's one of the reasons why it's a nice confluence level right here for me to place my take profit. I have my take profit level up here for my pivots, and it's a nice zone right inside here for price to come up and just spike right into it. Okay, we just got about 20 more minutes until the New York opens. All right, Bitcoin sliding up the pole again. Here we go again. Making another probe. Here we go again. Just take a look at Bitcoin here. Wow, look at this right here. I don't know if you can see that. Look at where the bodies of the candles closed. Right at the daily aggressive take profit zone. I mean, right on that line right there. And then somebody's taking profit, that's for sure. Curious to see if what's going to happen at this 21. If we throw a wick right here and pull back up again, this 21 is going to end up skirting it just like this. So that may be where the 21 lies, right here, right where the wick came down at. It's just you can't. It's just not there yet. In time, this right here. It's only right here, but in time it goes like this. And it'll actually move to the left, so it'll go like it'll actually skirt that wick like this. A lot of times people trade a system where they backtest a system where they take trades at the 21, and they see price action that comes down like right here, and they're like, oh, it's not at where the 21 is. They don't realize that this is a calculation of the past 21 periods, 21 candles. So as this becomes more bullish, there's more candles in, let's say there's more candles in here. This 21 will do a recalculation, and it will become a more bullish line that actually comes up, and you'll be like, how did I miss that trade right there? Well, you missed it because at the time of happening, the 21 was here, but when you backtest, you see that the 21 comes here. That's why moving averages it's always easy to backtest and hard to implement. Anyways, we have 2 minutes until the New York Open. Let's go ahead and take it on over to the New York. Forex day trades. I'm going to go ahead and just show you the floating, what we have right now. It's not much that's on the float. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video now because we're at 1 hour and 4 minutes into it. And I'm trying to keep these under an hour. So make sure you stay tuned. And let's find out if the pound yen hits its target, if the Australian US dollar hits its target. And that'll be all in next video. So until then, we'll see you.